Today I'm going to show you how to go ahead and start an old car that's been sitting for a while. This particular car here is mine. It's a 66 Chevrolet Biscayne. It's got a 283 and a Power Glide in it. Got a 2-barrel carb, just basic little car. It's a crew cab, so that's a 4-door, yeah. The problem with these old cars is they sit an extended period of time. Say the fuel bowls like to go ahead and go dry on you, especially in today's gasoline. It kind of evaporates pretty quick with a little E10 in it. The problem with that is you gotta go ahead and start them over, and it just turns and turns and turns over. Well, that's no good on your starter and the rest of the components under the hood there. So best thing to do is get it started as quickly as possible. The starting fluid right here, Super Tech's the best right there. It's made at Wally World. They make it in the back there, I think. So go ahead and pop the hood on this. I'm just doing all this one-handed. I'll go ahead and pop the hood. We've got the little carb hat here. I kind of ran it over one time on accident. Tire there. Go ahead and undo that right there. Put this out of the way so I don't lose it. And on this car, I just take the lid off of it and then set it right here. So go ahead and give this a couple shakes. I think today's thing, I'm just gonna go ahead and douse it in the starter fluid. I'll go ahead and go over here and it's kind of tore up. It's old. So go ahead and show the lights are on and oh, there it goes. Oh, look at that, that's all it took. Yeah. So it's already on its cold start, the choke's on, and you're ready to rock and roll. If your carburetor's set up right, man, you don't have any worries. I didn't even pump the gas or anything. Good deal. Yeah, give it a couple of revs when it's cold. It likes that. Usually old cars like that. It sets the rings in real good. Kind of throws a little oil smoke out, but what can you expect? Go ahead and check the fluids and stuff. Make sure you got some brake fluid. Transmission fluid. These things like to leak out a lot, especially if they haven't been driven in a while. The seals and transmissions like to spill all over the floor. You kind of go out one day and go, oh man, my car's got 20 neutrals. Well, it's because you ain't got no transmission fluid in it. So go ahead and check that. But I guarantee you start driving it around with some transmission fluid in it, it'll seal right up there. And then you check your brake fluid, as I mentioned before, because these things like to break. They're old, man. You gotta make sure all them hoses and stuff are not rotten and just kind of dribbling down, or the wheel cylinders and stuff. They like to drip down while you're letting them sit for a little while. Make sure the coolant's still tapped off. I think you're ready to rock and roll from there, man. Yeah, these old cars like this with the mechanical pump and carburetor and points and all that stuff, but pretty simple stuff, man. They're pretty bulletproof. That's all you gotta do, man. So yeah. So we'll go ahead and from here we're gonna go ahead and go for a ride around the block without even checking any fluids. Cause I got a lot of trust in this car. Me and this car have been some places, man. It's a good old car. Making sure everything's clear. Okay, we're good. You see, I ain't got no leaks or nothing. This thing's quiet as a mouse. This is probably the most reliable setup that GM ever released. And I'll go out on a limb and say that. That's a fine old setup right there. Power Glide, a little 283 with no horsepower, man. You can't go wrong, man. Now these old speedometers, they like to go real slow when they're cold. Yeah, look at that, stops too. It didn't run the stop sign. We'll go ahead and take it around the block here. It's a Sunday. Is it afternoon yet? Yeah, it's afternoon. So it's Sunday afternoon. Go ahead and take it around the block here and cruise. But yeah, this old car, it's been a fine old car. Real nice and quiet. Quiet interior. Just man, I will go anywhere in this car. I'd drive this sucker to Canada. Got some police action going on up here. Let's see what we got here. It's not for sale. Oh, it's a Power Glide. Yeah. 283 barrel with factory AC too. Still blows cold. Probably not. I'm sorry. I'll probably die with this car. I see you. Yeah, people are out and about. Waving cups. How you doing? Yeah. Let me see here. How you doing, sir? Yep. All right. Looks like he's participating in No Shave November. A little quick around the block. Didn't go so quick, did it? Got all kinds of action going on today. All right. Oh yeah, this is a manual brakes, manual steering car. Well, that's the conclusion of my video here. That's how you test it out. Now we ready to rock and roll. We're ready to go on a road trip here. If you're road tripping one of these cars, I kind of suggest taking a couple extra parts and having a little mechanical ability. I highly suggest taking a set of points and a screwdriver or whatever you need to change it. Just get you a little set of tools and set them aside. You can stick them in that glove box right there, lock them up. But highly suggest taking that. Quart of oil, a little antifreeze, a little transmission fluid. Take a quart of that. You never know. Probably some brake fluid too. Just your essential fluids. You never know when you're gonna run across something. Go have fun. You know, go buy you an old car, man. There ain't nothing wrong with these things. You don't need to restore them. Go ahead and walk around it. Why not? You see, you got some little scrapes there and some nicks right there. It's got bent bumpers and. It's a cool car, man. You know, it don't have to be fully restored to be something. You know, I mean, you heard just now. I mean, I went around the block and this guy was wanting to buy it off me. Just a cool old car, but yeah, get out and it doesn't matter if it's 2-door, 4-door, man. Who cares? It's your car, but you choose wisely, you know. But you guys have a good one. And hopefully, I'll be making a couple more of these videos and how-to stuff with this car. It needs some. Fiddling here and there. I'll do some brakes and stuff, and I think the way it sets is pretty good. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later.